Welcome back to another FPL video. This is Game Week 33 free hit special. A lot of FPL managers are planning to use their free hit chip this game week, and we know that there will be double game week fixtures for Arsenal, Man City, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. It makes sense to use the free hit this game week or your wildcard if you still have it, because we know that the same players that will play twice will blank in blank game week 34. If you haven't done so already, please go subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support. My best rank is 157 in the world, and I ended 7 times inside the top 35k. In this video, I'll quickly take a look at 2 different free hit teams, and I'll show some differential options, and I'll also reveal my chip strategy for the rest of this season. So if you enjoy the content, please give this video a like, and as mentioned, subscribe to the channel for more FPL content. Let's take a look at the Game Week 33 free hit options. So Game Week 33, the first free hit team, triple ups from Arsenal, Man City, Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. Makes sense to load up on those players because they played twice this game week. I've also included a couple of single game week players. I have Areola and I have Jared Bowen in this team, but they will probably be on the bench. You can't play 15 players when you're on a free hit. You can only play one chip at once, so if you play your free hit, you will not be able to use your bench boost. So Areola will be on the bench in this team, and the same goes for Konsa, Mosquera and Jared Bowen. So essentially this means that a double up on the Arsenal defense with Raya, Saliba and Saka. Hopefully he can start 2 times in double game week 33. He was a substitute and played only 45 minutes in game week 31. He came on and played 30 minutes in game week 32 as well, so hopefully he can be ready to play twice in double game week 33. Triple up, really familiar in the FPL community, this triple up from Crystal Palace. You have Munoz in defense, SA in midfield and Mateta up front. Really strong options. Mateta probably on penalties for Crystal Palace. SA is on most set pieces, while Munoz is a really attacking defender who can deliver both attacking and defensive returns. From Man City, I have Guardiola in defense. Not been that attacking lately as he was before Christmas and at the end of last season, but he's the most nailed on player from Man City's backline, and he's still a threat at set pieces. We know Kevin De Bruyne hasn't been good this season, but he looked so good against Crystal Palace, so at his ownership only around 5%, I think that he is worth a punt for your double game week 33 free hit team. Up top I picked Marmoush. We know Haaland is out and Marmoush is potentially on penalties for Man City, so a good double game week considering the fixtures for Man City, so I think it's wise to triple up on their assets. From Aston Villa I picked Watkins, was benched in game week 32 but will probably start in double game week 33. I have Marco Asensio in this team as well. He missed 2 penalties in double game week 32, so he might be off penalties, but he's still a really good option, still low owned. You could of course pick Morgan Rogers, more safe option, and you could take a punt on Rashford as well. Konsa, he will probably be on the bench, but at 4.4 I think it's worth having him in your free hit team. So in this team we have a lot of familiar names. Raya, Saliba, well owned, Munoz as well, and Guardiola, all well selected players, so low risk involved in going with them in double game week 33. You could argue that this free hit team is differential enough in itself. You have no Mo Salah, no Cole Palmer and no Alexander Isak, the 3 most selected players in FPL at the moment, but I've also had a look at another free hit draft with more differentials in it, so let's have a look. So first of all, I think that the first team I showed is a really strong option for free hit in game week 33, but in this team I've also included a bit more differential picks. So I have no Saliba, up there for Timber instead, no Munoz, went Mitchell, no Raya in goal, Martinez instead, Bradley 1% owned, only a single game week for Liverpool, but a really good fixture when Liverpool plays against Leicester. So in midfield, Saka, Esse, De Bruyne is still there, but I also included Savinho, 3% selected, and the same goes for Martinelli from Arsenal. Up front, I've opted for the same 3 forwards as in team number 1. You could argue that there is a lack of options up front from the teams that play twice in double game week 33. But this team is really strong as well. Martinez in goal, you have Timber, Mitchell, Bradley could potentially start. On the bench will be Konsa, Mosquera, and probably Martinelli or Savinho. Not really sure, you decide, but you have a really strong bench as well. As mentioned earlier, you can't play your bench boost the same game week as you play your free hit, unfortunately, so you have to bench 3 of those players. Mosquera, he's the cheapest player in the game, 3.8, but you will probably not need all of your bench. You'll be really unlucky if you don't have 11 starters in this team. Let me know in the comments down below which team do you think is the strongest. I really recommend you to go for team number 1 if you're in a good position, but if you're chasing, if you're not satisfied with your position in your mini leagues or your rank, I think that it's time to go a bit maverick, go for low owned players and try to chase the upside of going a bit differential. The players in team number 1 is probably the best players considering from game week 33 until the rest of the season, but the players in this team could easily outscore the others for one single game week. So let me know in the comments down below which team do you like the most. So as mentioned, if you're chasing in your mini leagues and want to improve your rank by taking a couple of risks, I would avoid the players on the left hand side. They're really well owned, so if you own them and they do well, your rank will not move that much. So you might as well take a risk and hope that the other players will outscore them in double game week 33. So instead of going Saliba, who's selected by 32%, you could go for Timber, only 7% selected. So if Arsenal keep a clean sheet, they both get 6 points, but you will hope that Timber gets an attacking return. So in a single game week, I think that Timber has the potential to outscore Saliba. I would actually pick Saliba if it's from now until the rest of the season, but for a free hit team, I think that Timber is perfectly fine. Raya as well, 22% selected. You might as well go Martinez and hope that Aston Villa can keep a clean sheet and potentially get some save points as well. I wouldn't go without Arsenal defense, but Timber would be my preferred option as a differential Arsenal defender. Guardiola as well, 30% owned. You might as well go for a triple up on the Man City attack by going for someone like Savinho, 3.5 selected, a really good differential. He was rested in game week 32, so Savinho could potentially start both games in double game week 32. Bradley, 1% owned, big differential. Liverpool, they only have a single game week as mentioned, but it's against Leicester, so he can both get attacking returns and a clean sheet. Rodgers, I would stay away from Morgan Rodgers. He's in fine form, but I would take a punt and hope that some other options can outscore him in double game week 33. We have options like Martinelli, Asensio, Rashford, so there are a couple of differentials in midfield. So let me know in the comments down below who is your favorite differential for double game week 33. So this is my team for double game week 33. I want to play my bench boost, but I think that I need to improve my team a little bit before activating the bench boost. So on my bench at the moment, I have Areola. Really good fixture for West Ham and Areola. And this is one of the reasons why I think that bench boost in game week 33 is the best option for me. I don't think that I want to use another transfer on goalkeepers this season, so I'll probably just have Raya and Areola. This is probably the best fixture for Areola and West Ham until the end of this season. So bench boosting in game week 33 makes the most out of my goalkeeping situation. And I also have a strong player in Neto. Williams, really good defense, of course, from Nottingham Forest, nailed on to play, but a kind of a tough fixture against Spurs. Spurs are not in their best form, so I potentially think that Williams can do well in game week 33. Anderson playing against Chelsea is not a really good option, so I might look to upgrade him. So let's take a look at my transfer plans for double game week 33. So this is my team after making my moves. 3 transfers, 2 hits, -8. I've sold Jacob Murphy to bring in Kevin De Bruyne. I sold Anderson to bring in Saliba. I also sold Alexander Isak to bring in Watkins. I know that Aston Villa have a tough couple of fixtures in double game week 33, but I'm really weak for a double game week player, and Alexander Isak at 60%, he will not help me improve my rank. Of course, there is a risk that if Alexander Isak does really well until the end of the season, my rank can get even worse, but I'm willing to take the risk and go with Watkins in double game week 33. In game week 34, we know that there will be a blank. Watkins will blank. Alexander Isak, he has a really good fixture against Ipswich at home in blank game week 34. This game week will be the game week where I use my free hit chip. So with this team, all the players that have double fixtures will blank, so I will only have, let's have a quick look, Williams, Neto and Jared Bowen and Areola. So I will only actually have 4 players available for blank game week 34, so I will definitely use my free hit chip next game week. So basically my bench boost will be, I know that Saliba probably would be in my starting 11, so Trippier would drop to the bench. So Areola against Southampton, Trippier against Aston Villa, Neto against Fulham and Williams against Spurs away. No double game week players on my bench, but hopefully those can deliver. So by making those moves, I'm locking my chip strategy for the rest of the season. I used my triple captain in double game week 32 on Alexander Isak. This game week is not done yet. Hopefully he can deliver in the last game against Crystal Palace. Got 5 points against Man United, so not a blank, but hopefully he can score against Crystal Palace. So triple captain, double game week 32, use my bench boost in double game week 33 and my free hit chip in blank game week 34. So I used my assistant manager chip earlier on in the season. I played my wild card in game week 28. This was actually to save my free hit chip. My team was really bad for game week 28 and I had a lot of blankers in blank game week 29 as well, so I wildcarded in game week 28 so that I could use my free hit chip later on in the season. So yeah, I'll use my transfers to maximize the double this game week and then free hit next game week, and I will get this team back for game week 35 and until the end of the season. So hopefully this will give me a lot of green arrows. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think of this chip strategy and which chips do you have left. If you're struggling with captaincy for the next game week, or if you want to know which players I'm considering, go watch this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time.